This man has unbelievable form. This guy who's treating my max squat as if it was a warm-up is named El Campeon, and he's the strongest thing to come out of Mexico since tequila. This man is a rising star in the gym community due to being the most optimal ego lifter. Some might even call him Planet Fitness's worst nightmare, because if he walks in your gym, all the 45s are going to be gone. Today we're going to look at some of his best lifts and try to take notes on how to be the most optimal lifter like himself. Starting with this crazy 8-plate deadlift.
Un día, campeón. Un día.
As you can see, he almost got it off the ground. But honestly, I don't think that was the goal here. You see, El Campeon is using a training style called isometric maximal voluntary contraction, which is the hidden forbidden jutsu of weightlifting, where the idea is to engage every single muscle maximally against an immovable object, which helps build the strength and explosiveness without the need for an actual movement. This crazy lift is only the tip of the iceberg, because we have many other lifts from El Campeon that we're going to go over, like this crazy shoulder superset. So he starts off with everyone's favorite exercise, upright rows. And as you can see, he's maxed all the way out. And then right after that, he drops down the weight and does the laying down upright row. Dare I say, a side right row. And I would only recommend this for the experienced lifters, because these work boots and skin tight leggings provide extra downforce to keep him against the ground. Otherwise, he'll be lifting his body weight and the machine along with the weight. And then he finishes it off with single arm heavy dumbbell shoulder laterals, which is real world functional because it helps emulate the same movement that you would have starting up a lawnmower when you have a busy landscaping day. And just in case you thought bro was skipping legs, check this next one out.
El Campeon hitting a light leg workout.
He's essentially leg pressed in the same way as a Tonka truck on the Smith machine, meaning he's built by Smith. And right after that, he maxes out the real leg press machine with 1,870 pounds for reps. Like I said earlier, if this guy's in the gym, nobody's getting 45-pound weights. And why should you? You're not deserving of it like the champion here. El Campeon doesn't train until failure, he trains until success, because that's what being a champion is all about. And it all starts making sense once you realize that this guy's diabolical pre-workout is a bottle of Listerine. Bro uses minty mouthwash to hype himself up before doing this elevated calf raise 1/8 of a shoulder press, which explains why he's the most optimal man in the world. Back to the champion, he's about to go for his max squat of around like 1,000 pounds or something. To prepare for it, he puts on his knee wraps, then he puts on his first belt, and then his second belt, and then he slaps himself a couple of times, and then finally puts on his third and final belt. And then he easily unracks it, making this 1/1/16 of a rep. This comes straight from the philosophy of all pain, no gain. He often tears his muscle fibers, ligaments, and tendons just for them to rebuild and become stronger than before. This is how he became so strong and got the attention of greats like Ronnie Coleman and Cody Ko. That second one was great at being a predator, but you still get the point. This next lift starts off with him slapping himself with the belt and headbanging himself into the bench press, which definitely does work because this is the same routine that me and Nick Smith do together.
Permíteme, hijo de la cara. Caramba, no. Permíteme, campeón. Lo peor es no intentarlo.
He then does multiple drop set reps of a full stack of 45s on the T-bar row, stacked on top of another stack of 45s. Bro's stack is stacked heavier than my stack of Nick Smith's nut milk. But after the gyms found out why all their weights were disappearing and saw that this man was using all of them just for his warm-ups, they finally deemed him too strong for their public gym, kicked him out, which led to El Campeon having to work out at Target instead. But it just shows that you're never safe from this man's optimal form. If you're not training as hard as you can, then you're not training at all. Which is why I always advise you to ego lift as much as you can until you blow your back out harder than Nick Smith.